The Strangest Secret, Earl Nightingale's Discovery about Success. Earl Nightingale, 1921 to 1989, was a broadcaster, author, and personal development pioneer. During the Great Depression, he witnessed the stark differences between those who thrived and those who merely survived. This early exposure to economic hardship sparked a lifelong quest to understand what separates successful people from the rest. What he discovered wasn't a complex formula or a secret technique. Instead, it was something so simple yet elusive to most people. In 1956, Nightingale recorded what would become one of the most influential self-transformation messages of all time. The Strangest Secret was a distillation of ancient wisdom wrapped in practical, actionable insights that remain relevant in our modern world. Earl Nightingale summarized this strangest secret as, "We become what we think about." Thought alone is not enough, of course, and he outlined a means for anyone to succeed. Nightingale opened his famous recording with sobering statistics about success. He described what happens to 100 people starting their careers at age 25, all believing they'll be successful. By age 65, only one will be rich. 4 will be financially independent. 5 will still be working. 54 will be broke and dependent on others. The question that propelled Nightingale's research was, why do so many people fail when they start with the same hopes and dreams? His work would prove what Nobel Prize winner Albert Schweitzer famously stated: "Men simply don't think." Why don't people think? Nightingale's discovery was clear: conformity. Most people behave like everyone else without knowing why or where they're going. They become part of what he called the 95%, those who unconsciously drift through life without clear direction or purpose. If you're surrounded by people who don't understand the principles of success, the odds are against you developing those principles yourself. And what is success? Nightingale gave us one of the clearest, most useful definitions. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. In other words, success is deciding what you want out of life and steadily working toward it. Unfortunately, too few ever define clear goals for life and then act on them. People with goals succeed because they know where they're going. Those without goals are subject to circumstances, other people's opinions, and random events. The mind, like fertile farmland, will yield results based on the seeds that are planted and tended. Earl Nightingale's message from nearly 70 years ago remains relevant in our current environment. Today's world presents unique challenges that make his insights even more critical. Information overload. The ability to maintain clear, focused thinking about our goals is increasingly valuable when we are bombarded with information and distractions. Social media pressure. The tendency to conform has been amplified by social platforms that encourage comparison to others and external validation. Economic uncertainty. Economic volatility makes it tempting to stay safe and follow the crowd, but uncertainty creates opportunities for independent thinkers with clear goals. Career complexity. Modern careers are more fluid and complex than in Nightingale's era, making it even more important to have a clear sense of direction and purpose. Nightingale believed that the best way to prove his principles to yourself was through a 30-day test, a practical method that could completely change your life. Write down a specific goal on a card and carry it with you. Pick only one goal. Think about your goal in a positive, relaxed way multiple times a day. Visualize success. Replace negative thoughts immediately with your positive goal. Train your mind to focus on possibilities instead of problems. Do more than you have to in your daily work. Give more value and go the extra mile. Act as though it's impossible to fail and trust the process. Focus on clarity, belief, and consistent action, and let the path unfold naturally. The 30-day test requires discipline, focus, and consistency. After 30 days, something shifts. You begin to notice patterns, opportunities, and ideas you would have missed before. If you slip up, start again. Persistence builds faith. One of Earl Nightingale's most profound insights emphasizes a universal economic principle. Our rewards in life will always be in exact proportion to our service. This is about understanding how value creation works in the real world. Money is earned by providing valuable products or services to people that need and want them. The more valuable the service, the greater the potential reward. Focusing solely on making money often fails, while focusing on serving others well typically leads to financial success as a natural byproduct. Here are the key takeaways. Define your worthy goal. In a world full of options, the ability to choose one meaningful direction and pursue it consistently becomes a superpower. Choose what you truly want to accomplish, not what others expect of you. Guard your mental diet. Be intentional about what information and influences you consume. Limit exposure to negative news, complainers, and those who lack clear direction. Focus on service. Instead of asking, how can I make more money? Ask, how can I provide more value? The money will follow the value. Embrace being different. If 95% of people are headed in one direction, seriously consider whether you want to follow them. Success often requires doing what others won't do. Think long term. Nightingale's 30-day test is just the beginning. Real transformation comes from consistently applying these principles over months and years. Earl Nightingale's message endures because it addresses fundamental aspects of human psychology and achievement that don't change with technology or cultural shifts. While the world has transformed dramatically since the 1950s, people still struggle with the same basic challenges: lack of clear direction, tendency to conform, and the difficulty of maintaining positive, focused thinking. The Strangest Secret reminds us that we have far more control over our lives than we typically realize. In a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable, Nightingale's message offers something precious: the knowledge that by taking control of our thinking and maintaining clear direction, we can navigate toward any destination we choose. As Nightingale concluded his famous recording, "You have nothing to lose, but you have a whole life to win." Hi, I'm Ellen McCurdy, and if you enjoyed my free digital report, The Big Three Things That Are Harming You and You Don't Even Know It, you might want to get my ebook, 12 Dangers to Your Best Life and How to Fix Them. It comes with several bonuses, including wall art, a tracker, and another digital report on bladder leaks. The link will be in the description, or you can go to my website, triumphandgrace.com. Thank you. Talk to you later.